Probably the most important community day of 2021 so far is going to be happening this weekend, and of course I'm talking about the Snivy Community Day, and it's going to feature a superior with the move Frenzy Plant, but it's not this exclusive move that's going to make this community day special. There's a lot of different factors to it that I really want to highlight, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So with that said, let's roll the intro and get right into it. And how's it going, everyone? It's me, It's Count here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Snivy Community Day. This is going to be one of the best community days that we're going to have this year. And the reason why I say that is because of some of the bonuses that we're going to be getting during this particular community day, as well as the fact that it's been so long since we've had a starter Pokemon as the highlighted Pokemon of the particular community day. So Snivy is of course the Gen 5 grass type starter, and it definitely is one of the more popular ones, especially for those of us who also play Pokemon Masters. Of course, Rosa with her superior is one of the first sync pairs that you get, so naturally a lot of players have some fondness to this Pokemon, especially people who have played Gen 5. Like, they really do enjoy this Pokemon in particular. So yeah, this is going to be a fan favorite Pokemon, and interestingly enough, this is not going to be a new shiny, considering that Snivy's shiny form was introduced a few events back. So yeah, this is actually a repeat shiny community day, but still a lot of people are excited about this one, considering that not a whole lot of people have Snivy as a shiny. So this is definitely going to be a really exciting one for shiny hunters. But it's not just shiny Snivy that we have to look forward to. There's a whole bunch of different bonuses with this particular community day. More specifically, there's going to be 3 times catch Stardust, as well as a 3-hour incense bonus. Now the 3-hour incense bonus, that's kind of typical for most community days. I mean, we've started to see Niantic go back and forth when it comes to incense bonuses when it comes to community day, but it's good that we're going to be having 3 hours of incense during this event, so you do not have to spend your Poke coins on buying this particular item. And of course, we will be getting that 3 times catch Stardust bonus, and anytime there is a Stardust bonus with a community day, I always suggest you go as hard as you possibly can in that particular community day. And the reason for that is of course because the amount of Stardust that you can get from a Stardust community day is just astronomically higher than any other source in Pokemon GO. Even when there is an event with double Stardust or a spotlight hour with a Pokemon with a lot of Stardust bonuses, you know, like, it's still not going to be enough compared to a community day with a 3 times catch Stardust bonus. It's just insane how many spawns you could potentially get on a given area, and to couple that up with 3 times catch Stardust, yeah, you're gonna walk out with an insane amount of Stardust within the 6 hours. So do utilize this bonus. I really think that if anything, you should just go hard on this community day for the Stardust bonus alone. Now, when it comes to Frenzy Plant Superior, unfortunately it loses a little bit of its hype, considering that there are better grass types out there, even ones without Frenzy Plant. Like, if you're talking about raid DPS, of course there's Pokemon like Tangrowth and even Roserade. Those are going to be better options, even Shadow Venusaur, which has been out for a while. And maybe there could be some significance in PvP, like in the Go Battle League, occasionally you will see Superior with Aerial Ace, and maybe with Frenzy Plant that could make it even a little bit more useful. But unfortunately, even when it comes to the Go Battle League, there's going to be Pokemon like Venusaur that are going to vastly outperform it. I mean, in terms of type coverage, you're going to just find a lot more value from Venusaur with Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb than you would a Superior with Aerial Ace and Frenzy Plant. That's just naturally how it's going to be. But who knows, maybe it will show some significance, maybe in a cup where Venusaur is not allowed, who knows. Unfortunately, because there are so many fairy types in the current meta and a lot of Pokemon that are resistant to flying types, it's going to be really rare that Superior is going to really engage in the meta. But regardless, if you are lacking good grass types, Superior with Frenzy Plant is still going to be useful in some way, so I highly suggest you pick them up if you do not have a good Venusaur or Tangrowth or any of those Pokemon. But I actually want to explore some other factors regarding this community day that I think a lot of players are kind of overlooking talking. First and foremost, it's been a while since we've had a Gen starter as the highlighted Pokemon, and of course, a lot of people have been asking Niantic to go back to their old pattern of community days. Of course, in the past, we've had Gen starters, and then we'd have a 10-kilometer Pokemon with a second evolution, like Dratini and Trapinch and Pokemon like that, and then of course we would just bounce back and forth between Gen starters and those particular Pokemon, and a lot of players did enjoy this, considering that a lot of the best Pokemon and a lot of the fan favorite Pokemon are in these categories. But of course, Niantic strayed away from this pattern. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we did have a pandemic for the last year and a half, so naturally they had to make sure that community days were not as hyped up as before, because a lot of players would just not be able to play them as much as they used to. And then of course, for the simple reason that we were starting to run out of Pokemon. Of course, they're not releasing generations as fast as the community day pattern can keep up with. Like, we were already on the cusp of the most recent starters, and we did not even see the next couple of starters start showing up in the game. So naturally, Niantic needed to have a little bit of a catch-up. So yeah, it's really good that they're going back to this pattern, but I suspect that it's going to be a lot more slowed down than before. We're not going to see the next Gen starter appear in community days for a while, but it's nice that we're starting to see them come back. And there's still plenty of Pokemon that could get a community day that a lot of players would enjoy. There's Pokemon like Chandelure that would be really cool as a community day Pokemon, and of course Pokemon like Gible and Dino. These are Pokemon that a lot of players have been asking for, and yeah, so there's just plenty of different options, but I'm really glad they're going back to a Gen starter. So yeah, if this community day is a smash success, maybe Niantic could rethink how they've been doing community days. They can go back to some of these popular Pokemon, considering that it could be a snapshot of how much the pandemic is affecting the community or how it's no longer affecting the community. Of course, a lot of people are starting to get vaccinated, a lot of lockdown restrictions are starting to get lifted, and people are generally going back to their normal lives. So yeah, I do think that if this community day is successful, then Niantic will consider just easing off their own personal restrictions and adding a lot of hype Pokemon in future community days. But we'll just have to wait and see. I really do think that we still have to be very safe, even though a lot of people have vaccines, even though that there's just a lot less numbers of cases than there was last year. I still think people need to be safe. There's still that inherent danger of actually picking up this disease and, you know, causing a lot of harm to the community. But in any case, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you found it to be helpful. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts regarding this particular community day. I really do not think you should miss out on it, if not just for the Stardust bonuses alone. And yeah, I really am pretty hyped about it, and I'm really looking forward to picking up a shiny Snivy. Maybe I'll pick up a Shundo. I mean, it's been a while since I picked up a Shundo, but for the last couple of community days, the local communities have been not that active, and yeah, there hasn't been that many Hundo callouts, but maybe there will be tomorrow, considering that it is the first time we're getting a Gen starter as a community day Pokemon in a while, so we'll just have to wait and see. But in any case, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, and do consider joining me on Patreon as well. Now that we have additional friends list slots, I do want to add more friends, and of course, if you want to be my friend in Pokemon Go and be active and, you know, get raid invites and gifts and different things like that, I'm only opening it up to my Patreon supporters at the moment, so if you want to join my friends list in Pokemon Go, do consider going on Patreon and checking that out. But in any case, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I am Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.